We're here on the Severn River today trying to do some late season crabbing. October 30th, water temperature 58 degrees. The biggest crabs of the season are going to be right now, but it's also cold. They're starting to move around a lot more in the bay and in the river. We're going to see if we can track some down. There you go. That's a nice one. Dump it in. Oh, you missed. There. You grab.
Maybe turn them around.
Yeah, that thing grabbed. You're gonna grab her one of those? Where's the rocks?
Turn it around.
Keith, it's going under your seat. Got it.
My name
How can you say no comment?
is Chris Pabst.
Why are you taking my microphone?
Monday through Friday, I'm an investigative reporter. But on weekends, I just want to be on water. Here, there's no professional fishermen, charter boats, or tour guides. It's just everyday anglers in search of those hidden limits. We're crabbing today with Keith. Monday through Friday, Keith is an electrician, but he's been crabbing in Maryland for 30 years. This guy is a local expert.
Am I going after that one on the left?
We're also here with Keith's cousin Dan and his son Grant. They used to be my neighbors, which is how I met Keith. So today, we're crabbing Keith's way, which is a great way.
Our plan here is that we're using chicken necks. And the reason we're using chicken necks is that's what people use here. Now, a lot of people do sometimes, do you ever use razor clams?
Yeah, they have to go in a snoop bag. Snoop bag, because they fall apart, you can't use them in these traps.
Also, they're expensive. And then the whole idea sometimes when you're crabbing is to save money because crabs are expensive. Razor clams, they cost a lot of money. So we're doing chicken necks here.
These collapsible crab pots are pretty simple to use. When they hit the bottom, the four sides fold down and it sits flat. When the crab goes inside, you pull the rope, the sides come back up, and the crab is trapped. You just have to be careful not to tangle the rope. If that rope gets tangled, it's a mess. And it's really time consuming to get it untangled. The Severn River, where we're crabbing, feeds into the Chesapeake Bay. We're right where it dumps into the bay at Annapolis. There are hundreds of thousands of crabs in this area. It is a hot spot. And if you come to crab here, you gotta check out the town. Annapolis is a really cool place. It has a very unique Capitol building filled with history. I spend a lot of time here for work covering state politics, and I always stop by Potato Valley. I've never been to another restaurant quite like this one. As the name implies, the menu is mostly Idaho potatoes dressed in different ways. This is the Caribbean chicken and cheddar with extra onions and hot sauce. It's a must-have.
So we just got all the pots out. We just have them lined up, 30 of them going right down this way, about 30 feet apart. We're in roughly 8 to 10 feet of water. When the water is really warm, the crabs are going to be in shallower water, usually around 6 feet. But this time of year, late October, they're going to start heading into the deeper waters. It starts getting colder. Last night it was in like the upper 30s, so they're in deeper water. We got the pots in, got our chicken necks out there. Now we're just gonna wait 5-10 minutes, let them soak, go back, pick them up, and see if we got some crabs. If we have crabs, they're gonna stay in this area. If not, we're gonna pick our pots up, drop them in a different spot, and see where the crabs are, because oftentimes they just move around a lot in this river. So we just gotta find where they are and hopefully get lucky. There you go. That's a nice one. Dump it in. The crabs
There we go.
Start filling up the basket. The blue crab season in Maryland runs from April 1st to December 15th. During the cold months, the crabs either bury themselves in the mud in the bottom of the bay or move south. And you can only keep males. Females have to be released. And the easiest way to tell the difference between a male and a female is by flipping them over. This is a female. This is a male, female, male, female.
You got one too?
The keeping of only male crabs is a regulation that should be taken very seriously.
Is this one a keeper? Got two in a row?
Crab populations in recent years are way down.
Oh, another nice one. With one claw. 2 1-claws in a row.
They smell good now.
And the limit you can harvest has been cut as a result. The daily limit is down to 1 bushel of blue crabs per day. It used to be 2 bushels. Now, a bushel is not a number, but rather a volume. This basket is a bushel. When it's full, we have our limited crabs, and generally, that's about 80.
There you go. That's too small. I don't know, let me see. Yep, too small, put it back.
The entire time we're crabbing here, we're keeping track of which pots are producing.
Whoa. Got ripped off.
Am I going after that one on the left?
And we're constantly moving them around, trying to follow the crabs as they move around the bottom of the river. Crabbing is a lot of work, which is probably why crabs are so expensive. Right now, a bushel of large blue crabs is selling for around $500.
Oh, you got one.
A big one.
Yeah, you did. That's a real nice one.
Another really important aspect of crabbing that can easily be overlooked,
Dan, it's over. Oh. Dan, it's over there.
but is quickly realized,
Dan. You see it? It's over there.
is the skill of who's driving the boat.
How many more pots is Dan gonna run over before we have a new driver?
We got 2 over there. Turn the motor off.
Dan, you caught 2 pots.
In about 3.5 hours, we picked up 60 crabs. Some of them extra large ones. If we put another hour or so in, we could have caught our limit of that 1 bushel. But we decided to call it a day. With a crab collection that's worth about $400. So now we eat them. And that is next. After we got off the boat, Keith and I split up the crabs. We probably had somewhere around 60. So when we split them up, I put them on ice. This was about 18 hours ago. I really don't think you should keep crabs too long on ice. If you do have to keep them alive for a day or so, drain the water from the bottom of the cooler. So just make sure that the cooler is really just acting as a refrigerator to keep their metabolisms low so they don't fight. So let's see how many we have. Check out this one right here. Huge crab. This is a 7-inch, maybe a little bit more than 7-inch from tip to tip. And if you look at it, you see how brown it is on the bottom? A brown crab like this means that it's heavier and the meat on it is going to be thicker, and this is going to be the best type of crab that you want. And you get these kind of crabs late October, late in the year after they've had all year to grow, and then they darken up, and this right here is just going to be a fabulous crab. Probably a $12 crab if you were to buy this in a store. Pretty good guess, 29 crabs.
Wow, these damn things came to life.
Oh, it's another one reaches in to get you.
I know.
He's a big one.
Yeah, he's real big. Yeah, he's real big.
Next step, I put 1 inch of water inside this pot. Turn it on. Doesn't take long. Starts to boil. I got potatoes over here just to have something else with it. This is not Old Bay. This is a homemade Old Bay that I bought 2 or 3 years ago at a tackle shop in Annapolis. So you just use a whole bunch of this. Let's get it in there. We have 30 crabs, 29 crabs. So we're going to do 15 at a time.
And once you get a good boil, it takes about 10 minutes for those to be ready. They got to be red. So all the blue that you see inside the crab, once all that turns red, that's about when you know when they're done. As we're waiting for the second half of the crabs, the other 15 to cook, a quick lesson on how to eat them if you've never eaten a Maryland blue crab. Pick the claw off. Take this part off right here. Right there. Wonderful piece of crab meat. Now how to do the inside. These are all, you can only keep males, so these are males. Rip this part back. This mustardy stuff in here, some people eat that, some people don't. And crack it open in the half, and all this in here. This is all good meat. All this.
Not sure at all, but if he is, their mom told me that there was abusive nature in their father, so if it is him, then...
Since I had about 29 crabs, my family and I ate 15 of them. I then picked the rest for later. And you can do a lot with this meat. Crab cakes, pizza toppings, linguine in a white sauce. Maryland blue crabs, because they tend to hibernate, are sweeter than other crabs, say from Louisiana. So I often pair them with a wheated bourbon. This is Larceny's Small Batch. The caramel flavor of the bourbon works great with the sweetness of the crab. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Hidden Limits Outdoors.